please subscribe. Like, I'm just one person, and I really want us to get the truth out there. I'm about to tell everybody the truth about where your love is, like where your heart is, where, like the things that you've done since he's died. We're about to get into that.
Someone said, bro, he looks like he's dead.
Or something else. I don't know what that
No,
is.
that's what that means.
Well, these people are all getting blocked.
Oh, and then she says he looks like he's on drugs. Sage lost her relationship with me because she was talking to her ex-boyfriend behind my back.
Okay.
She'll admit it right now. Please hug Aaron and say sorry.
I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Basically, nothing that she has done sets right with me, and that's the point of this video.
Because it's the juice, and if you don't have the juice, you don't have it. So if you don't have the juice, you can't capitalize.
Fill the room with the juice. That's a lot of loot. That bit fire. Yeah, she kinda.
Disturbing. Planning to have more children. There in Carter before his death. Was one CPS baby not enough? I mean, you violated CPS orders and brought your child to that house in Lancaster to find the rules that were in place to protect that child. You were sneaking your child over to Aaron, who was in the depths of his addiction and not in a good place, which is wrong on so many fucking levels. You slipped up the other day and you posted the photo of Aaron holding Prince at the house in Lancaster. It was a recent photo. Do you not ever put that child first, Melanie? I mean, ever? Does that child's safety? Like, he was not in a position to be with that child. Like, heaven forbid you even leave the room for 5 minutes with the way Aaron was in these final months. And you dare to subject that child to that, risk his life. I mean, God knows what could have happened. What are you thinking? And I do hope that CPS got that photo. I do. But yeah, you want to have more CPS babies with him. Yeah, you're a bright one, Melanie. And by the way, you knew you fucked up because you deleted that photo from your Instagram story pretty quick.
I'm not even gonna lie. I want to see what this girl looks like with no filler, no lips, no nose job, no Botox. Like, I would love to see the before and after, because I see these girls and I'm just like, wow. It's just like everyone, like, it's like all these girls like have a face and then their face is like curated to be like the Kylie Jenner face, like big lips, small tiny nose, like, you know what I mean? And it's just, not to say because she's pretty, like I'm not saying she's not pretty, but it's just like, to the girls that don't do this, right? You don't get the filler, you don't get Botox, you don't have your lips done, whatever, right? Like, don't you sometimes like want to know what you look like if you were to do that? Sometimes I think about it, you know, sometimes I think about it. I'm like, me with small nostrils. Sounds different.
So if that's not a sign of a guilty conscience, I don't know what is. Here's another winning quote. They may have had arguments and breakups, but they really could not live without each other. It was more than breakups. You guys were toxic. You broke up every 2 weeks. Aaron loathed you. The only reason you ever were able to come back, or why you guys ever got back together, was because he needed your financial support. And that's a fact, and you've even admitted that. You're on record now talking about the financial trouble he's been having. Aaron didn't love you.
He needed your financial support. Yo, and just to imagine, okay, like, forget Aaron, forget the bad he's done. Just think about it. Like, you're living and you need some help. Okay? And your brother is a member of the Backstreet Boys. The Backstreet Boys? It's just like, think about it like the Kardashians. Think about if the Carters, hanging with the Carters, what if they did it the way, keeping up with the Kardashians, what if they did it that way, right? And Aaron was Rob, if you will. Kris Jenner would never allow nothing, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Everybody,
Absolutely not.
Shit show of a Jerry Springer relationship.
Kris, like, you don't need Black China. You have me.
I mean, and I guess you didn't have any respect for yourself either, which, you know, that's sad. But enough with this little false narrative that you're giving these magazines, these little quotes that you guys couldn't live without each other. And
I mean, really think about it, guys. They could have been the blonde Kardashians if they really like played their cards right. You know what I mean? It could have been something, cause I mean, again, the Backstreet Boys. Come on,
I'm about
guys.
to get into why.
Backstreet
That's
Boys,
total
they're
bullshit.
too big.
I'm about to call your bluff, Melanie. I'm about to tell everybody the truth about where your love is, like where your heart is, where, like the things that you've done since he's died. We're about to get into that. Here's another winning quote from the Hibbits Queen. I only wish I had more people to help me with him. I will now be raising our son as a single mother. Oh, fuck, really? Okay, I think that's code for Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys. Can you send me money? Melanie, you haven't raised your child since he was born. Your mother and your sister have. I'm so fucking sorry that you're now going to actually have to spend time with your child and be a mother. And quite frankly, I have zero faith that you're going to step up to the plate and be a mother because I have zero incentive to believe based on past evidence. Yeah, sure, Aaron's gone, but like you tossed that kid away like he meant nothing and you only used him for photo ops or likes on social media. So I'm not confident that you're actually going to raise this child or you know, you're saying a single mother reminds me of Aaron saying he was a single father. Neither of you gave a shit. Now, for the sake of Prince, I do hope that you get your act together and I hope it's not too late with CPS because God knows that they've got plenty of evidence on you at this point to deem you just an unfit parent. So, but for his sake, I do hope that you get it together. But we're about to move on and show your other motives, Melanie. Now, before I get into the final part.
How do y'all feel about the name Prince? My brain goes, who's the king? If you have a girl, are we naming her princess? And I think these are valid questions. I really think these are valid questions.
Part of what I have to say about Melanie, the final thing that I'm going to show, I want everyone to know this. So I found this out right before I started
nothing about
recording
this girl.
and I checked it out, and it was true. I verified it, so this is not, this is not hearsay. Melanie Martin followed her ex Kurt Benz on TikTok today, and he followed her back because that's just what a normal grieving,
Has it not been 2 days? Has it not been 2 days? It hasn't even been that long to be even having a name with an ex. I don't know this woman. I
Beyonce,
don't.
girlfriend, whatever does. They follow their ex that their deceased lover was insanely jealous of on social media, right? That's I guess that's part of
he
the
knew
grieving
him.
process.
He
And
knew
as soon as people noticed it and started calling her out on it, she unfollowed him pretty quick. So again, just showing you the facts as to who Melanie is as a person. All right, guys, now closing this out because I just only have so much time in the day. I've got to make dinner for the family, and I've already probably put too much time into this than I should.
Oh, look at
This
you.
was the last events that's happened today. So apparently Melanie got 2 huge fucking moving trucks and went to Aaron's house and cleared shit out.
This is what I saw. It was a live. I think it was like 30 minutes. It was pretty long, and I'm not gonna lie, it was not entertaining. It was definitely boring, and I really felt like I was a journalist because why am I sitting here watching this? And it was bad quality, like super bad quality. But besides the point, I was just curious to know about this community because somebody in the comments literally was like, "Oh my God, I texted him." And he didn't text back or something like that. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, how are people just randomly in the comments talking about something? They texted Aaron Carter, he didn't text me. So clearly he's built like, what do you even want to call it? A present day community, if you will. So I was like, so y'all are just allowed to be outside of his house recording everything without any like repercussions? Like obviously it's public, like I'm sure you could do that, but it was weird. It was weird to me. And then they were saying that, she was going in the house and taking stuff. So I'm thinking in my head like, okay, like is that big of a problem? And then of course as I get deeper into the comments, I'm like, oh, this is somebody Aaron didn't even want no more.
The police showed up, and I don't know exactly why they were called. My guess is she has no right in taking that stuff. She didn't, technically, like she lived there, but she was not on the house note or whatever, however you phrase that. She was not his wife.
House note.
They were broken up. The only beneficiary really to anything Aaron has is his son, and obviously, he's just turned a year old or about to turn a year old, and so that's neither here nor there. He can't make those decisions. And so I haven't gotten any further.
That kills me. That really kills me because that baby is not even a year old. So when that baby becomes, I don't know, not two, I'm tripping. I meant to say in my 20s, 30s maybe. Like when that baby gets older, that baby is not even gonna have a memory of his father. Meanwhile, the whole world is gonna have a memory. Oh, I don't like that. That's actually very, very sad. Dang. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It's like people trying to, tell me about Elvis. When people tell me about Elvis, I'm like, I wasn't there. I'm never going to understand. Like, stop.
Further updates on that, but this is all I can say. It's shady as fuck. It's shady.
All
as
of this
fuck.
is shady. I
He's
don't
not
even understand what's going
He's
on.
clearing out that house.
To be honest.
So what's that about? Like, are you trying to hide things, or is this a money grab? Are you just wanting to get all of the memorabilia or whatever you can and sell it off? It does not sit right with me. Basically, nothing that she has done sits right with me, and that's the point of this video. And it's very sad, and it's aggravating, that it was nothing but these types of vultures that surrounded him. Now, obviously, Aaron was not a good person, and
seems like it.
He may have been different when he was sober. That's that's neither here nor there. But the people that were around him they need to be looked into, and I will do my best to keep showing, shining a light on people like Melanie, Check the Star, the rest of them. It's just so many. It's just too many right now to name off. But I do want to name each and every single one of them going forward and give them their little episode, I guess, if you will. All right, and in closing, I'm not letting up off of this cloud chasing freak, Miguel, this no talent POS. Check the Star. He posted this on his Instagram, trying to pretend like this billboard was in Times Square in New York.
Who the heck is
and
that?
He even had some other guy vouching that he was the one responsible for it. It's fake. It's fake. It's an app or something that they do, which shouldn't come as a surprise. I mean, everything about him's fake. His followers, his image, if you want to even call it that.
That's
I just find it really
crazy.
sick that he's still just scavenging. At this point, he's like a rodent, picking this guy clean.
Not a rodent.
And so I implore any and everybody that follows me, don't follow this guy. If don't follow him, troll the fuck out of him. Absolutely. Spam his comments. He needs to go away. All right. He is bad news. He is not a good person. I've obviously made some videos on him, and I'm going to continue to do that. He has blood on his hands, like so many others. So just let's keep that in mind. That, who does this? Who pretends that they have a billboard in Times Square? I mean, his profile picture on social media is of Aaron.
Is that what that's supposed to be?
And this guy Rocky, I've never thought of him, but he even.
I don't know about y'all. I don't know if his wine has hit me or what, but I thought it looked like a gym with a poster. Cause on the right side, it looks like those inflatable balls weight things. Like I really thought this was a gym. Am I asleep?
He's been admitted that Aaron has told him in private text messages that he didn't trust this guy. He's a true villain if there ever was one. And I have no doubt that he probably supplied him with some stuff, allegedly. But there's plenty of video evidence of him just watching him die in front of his eyes. So let's just end it with that, you guys. This has been a lot. Things are still unfolding. I love you. I'll keep going forward. Please subscribe. I'm just one person, and I really want us to get the truth out there. The truth about everybody that's been involved, the players and everything. I don't want the Carterverse to be for nothing. The truth will prevail. Peace. Love you. The truth will prevail.
I want to know what the truth is, because the way I am really, I don't know who this girl is, but from what I see, it seems like they both were toxic to each other. But at the same time, I feel like this entire thing is for show, because I'm sure Aaron at some point was like, I have to have a kid. I need to be with somebody and I need to have a kid. Who am I going to do that with? How am I going to do that? And when am I going to be able to do that? And I'm sure the second he was able to get that done, he was like, all right, I've pretty much done everything I want to do on this earth. The only other thing I need to do is recover, and that's been impossible. It's one of those things where you got to find what to live for. And I think that's what his show was going to be, right? That show that was going to come out called Group. I think that was like the next thing he was like excited about. Having a life like that would be so traumatic. I can't even explain. Because the thing is, you have people loving you that don't really love you at the end of the day. That's really what fame is people loving you that don't really love you. Yeah, they love you, but they can't stop their whole lives for you. That's why I feel like the Kardashians did it so well, because they have a clan. Like, they're all together with it, And anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all thought about this video. I am out of here. I'm ready to go to bed. Obviously, my skincare is done. I will have everything in the description if you want to know where to get it, how much it is, all that good stuff. But yeah, love you so much. Let me know your thoughts on freaking Aaron Carter, especially if you have gone through this rabbit hole, because the way this rabbit hole has me scared, I'm like, what animals? That's another thing. If you know, let me know what animals. Like, I don't know. Did Aaron Carter kill a lot of animals? I don't know. Ooh, it's the way someone's death will really bring out so much in a closet that ain't ever been opened. I will see y'all in my next one, and cheers.
They're saying I have a threat paid for hire. My fans, because they're all watching too, because I have like 600-700 people watching my Instagram live right now. So, and this is all coming from it's all coming from my brother, Nick Carter.
Please subscribe.
Put it out the coupe in the lot. 12 for a squat. to the living.